Hello, welcome to this video. I would like to discuss the use of inappropriate words. For those who are not native English speakers like me, there are some points to consider when we write under academic standards for academic publications. I usually find a common mistake when I check as a peer reviewer the content of the paper. For example, it's very common to find the use of the plural of person as persons, not people. Person is a word that exists, but it's absolutely infrequent, the use of persons in general text. Practically is only concentrate the use of this word in very formal content and in general in legal context. But this common mistake make me think in other aspect that I find when I check the writing of the paper or the formal academic text. Therefore, I want to give you some suggestions from my experience to avoid these inappropriate words. These words exist, but they are not correct for academic publications. It's important that in academic texts avoid the use of, for example, colloquialism, the use of jargon. When you use the personal pronoun you, only use in tutorial and manuals. You can't use this pronoun in academic texts or in a formal text. Avoid the phrasal verbs. It's a very important point, mainly when there are formal expressions to use. Be careful with redundancy, ambiguity. Don't use constructions in formal text. And relating to the verbs, don't use imperative verbs. You can use imperative verbs only if you are referring to something. For example, go to, please follow this instruction, or go to these links. Nothing else. Another common mistake in non-native English speaker is that we tend to write a long and confusing sentences. We need to think in English. English is strict and linear, so it's better if you express your ideas in a short sentences separated by a period. And finally, there is a very common mistake overall when author describe, for example, the method. In the method section, there is the combination of verbs in gerund, but using in passive voice. This mistake is called dangling, which means starting a sentence in gerund, doing, making, asking, but you use this verb in a passive voice sentence. Dangling. Remember, go deeper. Check. Okay, don't overwhelm with so much data. You must follow your intuition when reading your text, reading aloud your text, and if there are some expressions that sound strange, okay, that is the point where is something grammatical that is not correct. You can explore this point and look for references in other research. It's better if they were written by native English speaker to analyze how these authors solve these grammatical problems in order to improve your expression, write, and sound like a native English speaker.